Hello friends, welcome to my channel Animated Study. Today we will see the array data structure. Array is a linear data structure. That means elements are stored in a line one by one. So in this video we will see array data structures with respect to memory. In our memory there is a every byte having a one number associated with that is known as the address, and on that particular address our array data is stored. So here we can see addresses start from 101, 102, 103 and so on, and 116. So we will see today how the array is inserted its value in these addresses. So now in normal programming language we are defining array in this way: integer A3. In C programming or C++ programmings and many other programmings we are defining the array like this. So we are writing A3, that means 3 is the dimension, that means how many numbers of elements that you are inserted into the array. So our compiler, if suppose it's allocate the 4 byte memory to save the integer data type element, some compilers is giving 2 bytes, some compiler is giving 4 byte. So here we consider if there is a 4 byte per integer, then we have a 3 elements, so we require the 12 different addresses to store the array A with dimension 3. So our operating systems is giving the 12 address spaces to store our array A3. Here in the case, it's give any 12 continuous addresses, that is 103, 104 and so on up to 114. And this is normally a contiguous memory. Okay, so that means there is no hole in between this memory location. That means all the memory addresses are in sequence. Okay, so such kind of implementations is given for the array, that is known as the contiguous memory allocations. That means all elements stored in the continuous memory addresses. Now we will see, suppose if our starting address S is 103, that means our array is storing on 103 onwards. So we are make one pointers that is indicating 103. So we can say it is our base address. Now suppose if we see zeroth elements of the A, since we have a 3 elements that is denoted by 0, 1 and 2 in normal programming languages. And if you want to store in the 0th positions 10, what happened here? Operating systems is allocating 4 bytes as our size of array integer kind of elements is 4. It's give the 4 bytes to store our elements, that is 10, and 10 is inserted into the continuous 4 bytes, that is 103, 104, 105 and 106. Now suppose we want to insert one another elements that is on the second index, that is 25. Here the important thing is how the arrays calculate the address of the second place. So array is using very simple equations, that is address of any index AI we can denote as a starting address plus size of data types multiplied by index. So in our case, we have a starting address that is 103, that is pointed by the S. So we are writing here 103. The size of our data type of integer, we are taking 4. So we are writing 4 here. And the index, since we have an index 2, we are writing is 2 here. So 4 multiplied by 2, that is 8 plus 103. So we got the address 111. So our A2 elements, that is 25, is stored on 111 address and continuous 4 byte from 111, 112, 113 and 114. So the things is, array is calculating the next address. So array is storing only first address, and the remaining address of the array is get calculated with the simple equations that is written over here. Now suppose we want to insert similarly A1, that is 18. So it's also calculate the address of these elements and it will be stored on 107, that you can easily calculate. So since we have 3 elements, A0 is stored on 103, A1 is stored on 107, A2 is stored on 111. So there is a jump of 4 bytes to storing the each elements in the array. Now we will see how to store the 2-dimension array. Suppose we are taking the 2-dimension array of rows and column dimensions, both are 2. So what is the size of that array? So since we have integers, again we are taking the integer data type size is equal to 4. So 2 rows, that is we are taking 2 columns, we are taking 2. So 4 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, that means we require the 16 bytes. So the size of these array elements is 16 bytes. So for the examples, we have taken here the 16 bytes. Now suppose we want to store A00 elements, that is 15. So A00 is first elements in the array. So it starts from the first address, that is 101, and 15 is inserted from 101 to 104 as usual. Now suppose if you want to store the last elements of this array, that is A11, that is 35. So again we have to calculate the memory address to store this element. So the equations of this address calculations, that is Aij, that is ith row and j column, is equal to start address plus size of data type multiply by number of column multiply by row index plus the column index. So this kind of equations is used for the row measure matrix, in which we are storing the element row by row. Other kind of representation is known as the column measures, in which we are storing the elements column by column. So this equation is for row measure, that is all elements are stored in a row by row. That means we are taking A00, A01, A10 and A11, that is known as the row measure. So we will put the value here. Our start address is 101, so we are putting it over here, plus size of our data type is 4, so we are putting it here. Number of columns, we have 2 columns, so we are taking this as a 2. The index here I, that is 1, so we are putting it 1, and j, that is column index, that is also 1, so we are putting 1 here. Simplifying the calculations, we are getting 101 plus 2 multiplied by 1, that is 2, plus 1, that is 3. So 4 multiplied by 3, that is 12, and plus 101, that means we are getting 113. That means our A11 elements is stored on address 113. So on 113 we can store 35. Similarly, if we want to store A01, that is 40. So similarly you can calculate the address and we're getting it 105, because this is row measure. So after A00 we can store A01. So on the 105 onwards we are storing the 40, and the next elements, that is A10, that is 55, will store from 109. So we'll storing all elements in jump of 4 bytes, 4 bytes, 4 bytes, 4 bytes, and so on. So we are taking A00 here, A01 here, A10 here, and A11 here. So this is all about the array and its memory implementations for one dimensions array and two dimension array. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe my channel, and share the video. And please don't forget to press the bell icon for my new video notifications. Thank you for watching.